Welcome back to Range Anxiety TV, and today we're going to do something a little bit more fun. We did really get a great response to the Dragy challenge that we did, which is just a bunch of mates, a bunch of flops with ship boxes that are just comparing 0 to 100s in a purely legal sense. No speed limits were broken, no cats or ducks were harmed or eaten in the process. Oh, that touches deep, doesn't it? And we got a bit of an update because if you remember, it was just the llama breeder, Macapaka, myself, and Buka with his horrendous 24 model Audi ALDI RS3 shoe that had competed. Now, we got a bit of an update there, but there's a lot more that have joined in and used the Dragy. So let's have a look at it. First thing I did was I let Buka have a few more goes. 363 seems to be about the limit for him, which is, beyond manufacturer's claim. So he's pretty happy and he's like, wait till I get a tune. Well, that ECU's pretty locked. It's a bit like when your mum used to say, wait till your father gets home. Yeah, whatever. Mac is a bit of a sly prick. He can go much faster. I kept on saying 355 last time we discussed it, and sure enough, the Dragy was there saying 357. I got over there, and I got that completely wrong. So he's just sat at 357 with that tantalisingly close little gap to Buka's shoe, which it'll probably never, jump over. I, on the other hand, decided I was going to have another go. And you can see my car there, and I went out and I went exactly 1/10 faster from 3.37 to 3.27, which is a comfortable lead, mind you, but so it should be. Spec-wise, it is the fastest car in the group. Have I got any more to go? Absolutely. So I've gone out and had another go. And without any special preparation or anything, set up, I went 1/10 faster down to 3.27. Have I left a little bit on the table? Well, according to, and I've got a little cheat sheet today, so I can't remember everything that has been done. According to Buka, no, I've got nothing more to give. According to me, yes, I will match 3.10, which is the manufacturer's claim, which makes it pretty fast. I think Macca, when he gets pushed, if he gets pushed, will come up behind me with about a 3.35 to a 3.38. That's about the difference between the old and the new Model 3s. Buka will be back in the background getting chased down by the rest of the petrol cars. Now, Buka has got a little photo of his car. That little front section crop of the RS3 shows it's got ridiculously, for a performance car, got wider tyres on the front than the back. What does it think it is? A drag Civic or something? Anyway, it seems to work. It's quick enough. So then the rest of the guys came out. One of them, by the name of Fischler, I don't know why his name's out, I've got no idea, but he has a 2017 model VF SSV Redline with a number plate. Psycho, you don't want to put his number plates up there. They're stupid, but we call it lasts. It's all just S's and L's and lasts and whatever. I think it's to symbolise that it's a 2017 Holden, and that was the last of them. It's pretty basic, it's pretty weak. It's got full exhaust system, OTR, but impressively enough, he was able to log a 4.67 on Wing Chang Long tyres, so he knows the good stuff. But a 4.67, pretty darn good, actually. I was quite surprised. Big Paul has had to go with his 10-second car, and he couldn't match that. But it's a story for another day. I'm sure there'll be new control arms and a rim coming for that one soon. Scotty, he did really well. He's got a LS3 Wagoon Auto, basic mods, exhaust, OTR, just drove it normal. He's actually got proper tyres, but nothing special. 5.31. That's pretty good, actually. I was pretty impressed with Scotty's wagon. You can see it up there. One we don't have a photo of, and there's a bit of a issue with this, is the little guy Tough with his E400. It did quite a nice time, 5.49, which is not bad out of that little twin turbo Mang. Room for improvement, but again, he does tend to specialise in using Ling Long rubber, and there were various claims of wheel spin and not wheel spin. I wasn't there, I didn't know, but then people are saying it's not wheel spin and they are called snakes, dogs, two faces. He's since left the group, but he'll be back, he always is. So we'll talk more about him when he's back, and maybe we'll interview him on the air, get his little perspective of things. But 5.49 is not too bad. Then Mac has got his missus car out, which is a Merc GLC 300E. It's a hybrid. And again, I think we've got a picture of that. It should be up there. Dead standard thing. It's got a little 4-cylinder turbo in it with a bit of a hybrid thing. It's for sale. It's low case. It's only $60-something, $5,000. Come to me if you want to buy Macca's Ride. That was actually pretty good. Did a 5.52. So that's very close to a twin-turbo petrol E-Class, and it's a soccer mum's car. Coming up behind that was just a standard Tesla Model 3 two-wheel drive, one of our old PowerTech cars that I used. I can hear the sound of unreliability in the background. You can't probably hear it, but it's a V8 of some sort. That did a 5.63, which is not bad. So between Scotty at 5.31 with his LS3 and the dead standard old two-wheel drive 2019 Tesla at 5.31 to 5.63. There's 0.3 separating 4 cars. So that's going to be where the fight's going to be. Obviously, there is our other mate, Uncle Tone, who has a Chinese built A35 AMG. I believe it's a China car. It doesn't come with a signature on the motor or any door trims, like it's exposed metal in there for $100,000. He refuses to run it, says his wife won't let him. He knows that he'll be last if he does, but apparently it's still the best car in book club after exploding and having to be towed to the dealer on day one. You bought well, son. And of course, the very last runner of all was a Leaf. I just tried that. I left it in eco mode. I wanted to be the slowest, 10.34. Pretty shabby. So where to from here? We're going to ramp things up a bit, try and close the gap, and just see what exactly goes on. So thank you once more for listening and watching, of course, because I'm here, I'm right in front of you. Range anxiety.